Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. That's the czar of the playbook, Emery Hunt. And I'm Tyler Merkovich, bringing you Week 4 coverage of the NFL season. Monday Night Thriller. I don't know how long this game's been talking about. Green Bay at Minnesota. I won't even mention the headline here, but Aaron Rodgers, we like sneaky athleticism, which is a great way to describe him. And he's got an arm, of course. This guy's great. What are your keys to victory for Mike McCarthy here?
Keys to victory for the Green Bay Packers: you have to protect up front against Jared Allen and the Williams boys in the middle of that defense. Protect up front because you know Green Bay has some offensive line question marks, so you have to keep Rodgers up and ready to fire that with that great right arm he has. Also, spread the Vikings out. You do have three good receivers in Jennings and Driver and Lee and a host of others.
Nelson
and Jones. So they have a really good arsenal to play with. But three. You saw what San Francisco wasn't able to do. They wasn't able to get consistent running with the football with Coffee because they lost Frank Gore early in the game. So Ryan Grant is going to have to be huge in this game. So that's another key to victory. If they get Ryan Grant going, and defensively, that 3-4, they have to play stout against the run. You can't talk Minnesota Vikings without talking about stopping Adrian Peterson. The Frisco was able to do that last week. Green Bay has to step up and stop Adrian Peterson.
That's what it's going to come down to: their offensive line, the running game. Can they handle that front seven? I don't know. For Minnesota, you know what happened last week with that Favre to Lewis toss at the end of the game. They got momentum. They need to get Adrian Peterson going. Can that offensive line hold off that front seven who brings a 3-4? Dom Capers' defense. What are your keys to victory for Childress?
Well, if you keys to victory for Minnesota, you look at last week. 49ers ran a 3-4, but granted their 3-4 is a little bit better than Green Bay's 3-4 because this is the first year Green Bay is running the 3-4. So Minnesota probably can hold up against Green Bay's 3-4 because there's also some injuries on that front three in that 3-4 for Green Bay. So I think Minnesota can hold. Minnesota has a really big offensive line, so that's going to be a key. Favre is going to have to make some more plays in the passing game. I think Peterson is going to find his running lanes against that defense because I think they're going to frustrate that 3-4 by running right at it. I like Minnesota in this game because of the running attack, but don't sleep on the fact that Green Bay has Aaron Rodgers.
I like Minnesota also. Adrian Peterson, D-line and O-line are gonna. They've not been playing too well, but it's gonna get better for them. The talent is there. And the secondary is going to step up, led by Antoine Winfield. I like the Vikings on Monday night.
And the Packers have some really good secondary personnel. Yes. You look at what's
playmakers.
Al
Harris.
Do not throw
Atari Bigby.
You keep going. Well, so you look at like Woodson. If he gets around the ball, that's gonna be a key matchup. Percy Harvin. How are they gonna use Percy Harvin in this game? That is the X factor. But like I said, Minnesota has. Playing at home and that defense more consistent and that big offensive line, Minnesota.
And he's coming on. This guy was small and fast, and now he's got size. He's added size to his game. They taught him how to lift that Florida. Everyone's talking about Hayward Bay, Crabtree. Turns out this guy's a real deal, even better than Nix and Britt. He's the best rookie receiver, pretty much. It's Percy Harvin. He's going to be a big factor in this game also. We both like the Vikings. For more NFL coverage, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL.